Welcome to New Gameplay today. I'm not Jeff Cork. I'm Kyle Hilliard. Matt Miller is here.
Hello.
Leo Vader is in the booth.
Am I Jeff Cork?
Sure.
You want to be?
Cork.
Yay!
I can be Jeff Cork.
Oh, who's that voice?
Oh,
That's
Jeff Cork?
That's intern Joey Thurmond.
Hey,
who's going to
what's
sit in with us. This is Minit, which has a kind of it has a strange development credits, I guess you could say.
Yeah. These guys. It's a group of developers. I don't know that they really have a studio name. I think they're just kind of friends who got together and worked on this project sort of as a side project from some of their other development work.
Yeah.
I think they are all employees at various different studios, but they did this game and wow, we really like it.
It's cool. It looks kind of like an old school Game Boy game.
Right.
And the premise is I just picked up a sword on the beach and it all of a sudden gave me a timer in the top left corner. I now have 38 seconds to
You'll be fine.
Complete whatever I want to complete.
Probably like when it counts down to 0, it'll just be a celebration, right?
Yeah, you just win automatically.
Is that what you think, Joey?
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably good things can happen. Only good things. This guy I love, by the way.
Hello.
You just have to wait there as he talks really slowly. He's just a turtle.
We got 15 seconds to go here.
Well, it should be fine because we already decided it's just going to be a celebration,
That's right? 10 seconds. Does he have a point that he's getting to? I like to hear the ocean. Sometimes I wave at the boats. Anyway. Fourth. The
So
treasure.
You need to get to this guy
treasure.
right away.
It wasn't a celebration.
Time's
You
up.
died. So yeah, Minit. The whole thing is that you have this cursed sword, and you die after 60 seconds. The whole
it
game
down.
is this way.
Shut up, Leo.
The whole game is this way. You're walking around, and you've got to complete whatever you're going to do in a given pass in 60 seconds. This leads to some pretty clever little puzzle ideas.
Got the water can.
In general, the idea is that you're kind of wanting to...
Leo, I put it down. I hope you're happy.
I'm happy.
Thank you.
Yeah, if only that was enough to save you. But the curse still applies.
Yes, that's right. Once
And
you pick up
so-
the sword, you're in.
So if you can do any one thing in a pass of 60 seconds, you can kind of consider yourself having made progress, I think.
Yeah. So
Right?
I found the watering can.
So that was a successful life.
Yeah, so I can water that plant, and now I'm running out of time. And I can pick the sword back up and go try to do something if I want, but that seems silly.
It seems unlikely that you're going to make
I
much
don't know.
progress.
I might beat the game.
You
We'll
could
see.
beat it.
It's dark in here.
So
Oh, so we need some kind of
Basically, it's a
lamp.
lot like Majora's Mask, just like way shorter.
way shorter.
Actually, that is a solid comparison.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. There's a lot of interesting things about this game, but one of the things I especially like about it is this sense of you're almost always feeling like you're kind of a speedrunner.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
You're moving through the game and it's got a pretty natural, even flow to movement. You're not feeling like it's like uncomfortable, like it has an uncomfortable need for great agility or control, but you do have to be purposeful, right? Like you're kind of wandering around right now,
Yeah.
just to show off the game, which is great.
Oh, I have a
But-
purpose. I'm killing crabs.
You're killing crabs.
Yeah, I'm making things happen.
And
while
you
tell me
know
about
that
this
when you
game.
get all the crabs killed, that's going to get you a...
So, let's see. I got 10 seconds. So I was going for like a mission. Okay, so I got the
You
coffee.
got the coffee.
I don't know what the
And the
does,
coffee
though.
later on will play back in to be something else, maybe, right?
Yeah.
Like give you some other capability. Ultimately, the game kind of ends up feeling a little bit like an old school adventure game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you have, like, I need the key to get through this door. Well, where do I get the key? Well, the key is at the lighthouse. But to get in the lighthouse, I need this other thing.
So look at this.
right?
So in 3 passes, I watered that plant. So now I've got an extra heart. So that's a good example of like what we're talking about, like puzzles. Like I found the use for the watering can. It took me a couple tries to get through it, but I did it, and I'm a hero. You're welcome.
So it's about like figuring out what persists after every death, and
Yeah, you're not starting from 0 every time, but
Yeah.
you
No.
are. Like I'm keeping items. I have the coffee now.
And you're gathering information about the world as you go, right? Like you might encounter, like there's a boat down there, right?
Yeah.
That boat isn't just there for no reason, but there's nothing to do with it right now.
You can break it.
Yeah, that's true. You can slash into the boat and break it.
Good.
But
Good.
beyond that, there's not a whole lot that you can do with it.
and
Land is the best.
just a fish sitting there.
Gotta agree.
So here's one of the things I'm curious about with this game. This is obviously it's an homage to a visual style of a game that I don't know. I think it's fair to say we don't see a lot anymore. I mean, Joey, did you ever play? I mean, the original Game Boy stuff that looked like this.
Closest I've gotten to that is Pokemon Crystal.
Yeah. Okay. So
But that's
Joey's a child.
Yeah.
So he,
Well,
Part lad.
part of my question is that, like, you know, you played games as a kid in a little bit different generation than I did,
Yeah.
and I have pretty fond memories of like this visual style. I'm curious what it does for you. I mean, is it just look totally primitive to you, or is there? I mean, it can't really have a nostalgic quality to it, does it?
Sure, a little bit. I think what I really like about it is how it has the potential to make puzzles harder.
Okay.
Because you can't see everything in color.
Oh, sure.
So a lot of things can like blend together. You kind of have to explore and interact with everything to see what everything does.
Right. I think that when I played it more, I got more used to the simplicity of the visuals, and it didn't really bother me anymore. There was a sort of a charm to its simplicity. Hey, you got the flashlight.
I got the flashlight. So I used the coffee to push the things out of the way to get the. Oh, and here's a quick little aside that you can do as far as gameplay. You can just kill
die.
yourself so that
Oh.
you can restart. Like,
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah. So I have the flashlight now. I'm actually going to go explore this dungeon a little
Let's
bit.
speed up this curse a little bit. You just hold it real close to your heart.
That's right. Oh, we got some snakes.
I got the flashlight now. I do find, Joey, in a weird way, like I can actually be nostalgic for like the style of game, even if the visuals don't really. Like I guess what I'm trying to say is like you can watch a movie that takes place in the 50s and feel nostalgic for it, even though I don't really have any
Oh, sure. Yeah.
love for that era necessarily outside of just what I've learned about it after the fact. And I feel like that this game could be that, right? Mm-hmm. Speaking for you entirely, assuming
Yeah.
what you like about visuals in video games. I don't know.
Well,
Yeah, that's right.
And I think the other thing that this game has going for it, even for a player who doesn't necessarily have a great deal of nostalgia for this look. Oh, I like this screen. I like the bull.
Well, I've only got 10 seconds.
You can get there. I think there's a new house. Keep going. Oh, it's going to be another screen. Yeah, I can get that far. So one of the things that happens is that you can find new homes and set it as your home, and that then like resets where you start.
Oh, you have a new starting point.
Exactly.
So I haven't gotten that far yet.
So if you keep going, let's do what you did before, except skip killing all the snakes.
Yeah, just kill the
and
ones I
just
need
go
to kill.
through, and we'll see how that kind of works. But anyway, what I was saying
I had
is
to
that
kill some of them, Miller. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
of
know
course,
you're a
I mean-
big humanitarian for snakes, but
Snake Anitarian, I think it's called.
excuse me.
Whoa! I like that even if you didn't have the nostalgia for this style of visuals, I think you could get excited about that sense of kind of like speed running through any given moment of the game.
So
See, look at that! Now you have a mobile home, man.
I can break it apart.
You can indeed.
New home.
So-
So what happens when I die?
So you'll start back here.
Okay, it's basically the last one that you went to.
And it's
Okay.
always it's almost always possible, I think, as far as I got in the game. I haven't finished this game, by the way.
Lost person. Someone help them.
But as far as I got, you could always get back to your previous home and reset it as your option.
And we're getting deep in the desert.
You
here.
are.
I'll be fine. No
But
one's
you
ever
know,
died in the desert.
you saw that person that you passed, and it's clear that they want water. So
Yeah.
you add that into your tasks. Again, not unlike an old school adventure game of things that you're like, okay, I just got to keep an eye out for some water.
That seems bad. That seems toxic.
I think you should attack the plants.
Oh, he doesn't like that.
He
oh,
does not
geez.
like that.
Can I break the tree? Oh, 10 seconds.
You can find water in a cactus, right?
So
Isn't that
this
a
is
survival thing?
This is an example
Sure.
of like the equivalent of the game's boss fights. It's real simple, and really straightforward boss fight. But like you can get to that guy and fight him and defeat him in 60 seconds.
Within a minute. Yeah. Oh, sneaker hut? Oh, I bet that means I can walk faster.
Uh-huh.
Oh, sorry.
Not cool, man.
Oh, they don't want to talk to me anymore.
I think another thing about games like this that's cool is like when you have like a really simple visual style like this,
Yeah.
a developer can like make the game advanced in a lot of ways in terms of game design and
Yeah.
how big the world is in ways that you don't expect.
Yeah.
Like it can lure you into like thinking like, oh, it's simple, but then like, something grand can happen, kind of like the ending of Undertale or
Yeah,
whatever.
sure.
It's like,
Right.
whoa, what's going on?
Yeah, and there's certainly some interesting gameplay design ideas going on here. They do clever things with their puzzles of, what you need to be thinking about in order to, go get water, for instance, for that person in the desert. And in turn, that person who you found water for in the desert then moves to a different place in the game world. And then you can kind of try to figure out what's going on there and how you can help that person.
So let's. This is a good look at Minit. I'm gonna go as long as I don't get killed by this bull.
Cool.
I want to talk to the turtle and see his full dialogue.
I think that's a good
as
idea.
a good way to end this
close
video.
things
'Cause
out.
everyone is on the tipsies of their toesies to learn what
I'm on the edge of my seat over
that
here.
turtle man has to say. Well, that's just because we want you to get close to the mic. That's why I told you to do that.
Oh, that's right.
I'm standing on my tipsy toesies in here.
Okay, so that resets that as
you're
this is my
reset
home
to-
now.
as
Okay,
this is your main home.
let's see. Give
That's a
myself
good
a full
sound
minute.
effect right there.
Oh, crap! Let's see.
Way to
Smooth
go.
dodge.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
nice job.
Yeah, I'm a speedrunner for this game, like everyone who
Everyone who
plays this game.
plays this game. We should say that this game's out now.
And
You can go play it.
And I believe we have Elise Favis reviewing it.
Yeah, so
So
we don't
look out
have
for that.
as this goes live. I don't know if we have a review quite yet, but I like this game. I played a couple hours of it. I don't have a sense of quite how long it is. Maybe I got pretty close to the end, and maybe I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's short or long.
Yeah, it's weird. I was turned off at the initial, like, you just play 1 minute at a time. That seems kind of like it would get redundant. But it doesn't. It's fun, and it's because everything's simplified to a point where, like, you see these sort of carrots you can go after, and you get to them pretty quickly.
Right.
So, okay, so avoid sharks, swim west to, come on. Then at the little rock.
Spit it
Head south.
South.
There we go. We got
it. Nice.
Congratulations. So that's Minit. Like Miller said, it's out now. And if there is not a review on GameInformer.com yet, there will be soon. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I found a coin. Oh, wait, hold on. I got to do the goodbye.
Great.